Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Roscoe and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Roscoe's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands, the correction and the motivation that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give is a tug and release on the training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. I know Roscoe has his own training equipment at home. Rich will be going over with you how to use that properly. Now, the first exercise that we're going to be demonstrating for you is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash with and without distractions, and the command is Roscoe, heel.
Roscoe.
Now at this point, Roscoe has a job to do, and that is to maintain pace with you when you're walking. Not lunging out, not forging ahead, but keeping his shoulders even with your left leg. And that way you're leading and he isn't. Soon as he gets past your left leg, you are no longer in charge. He's stronger and bigger than you. He's a mature male. So you want to always make sure that those shoulders stay even with your left leg when you're walking, so that you always feel as though you're in control. When you stop your feet, he has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. So when you stop to cross traffic or talk to someone, he should be sitting quietly and waiting for his next command. And the next command that Rich is going to demonstrate is the sit-stay.
Stay.
The sit-stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. You should be able to lengthen out this sit-stay both indoors and outdoors up to 3 minutes. This helps to develop his focus and self-control. When Rich returns back to him, he walks all the way around him back to where they started, and he stops at Roscoe's shoulders. And at that point, Roscoe expects to get another command, and Rich tells him to heel again. And if you notice, if anything, his shoulders are slightly behind Rich's left leg, never ahead. His head is more even with Rich's left leg, and that way he can see what you're going to do. So if you're going to stop, he knows in advance and he gets ready to sit. Nice automatic sit. Rich leaves him in another sit-stay. And practice your exercises indoors as well, because he has some indoor manners that need work. So this helps. This time, instead of returning all the way back to Roscoe, Rich will use his name. He won't get too sweet, but he will call him gently in. Roscoe should come right in and sit right in front, facing your knees, and then he goes back to heel and back sitting. Very nice. Nice heeling, stays right with you. If you turn, he turns. So he always knows right where you are and that he should be focused on you. We have worked him around other dogs. Automatic sit and stay. Rich calls him in again. He comes right in and sits. No jumping all over you. Learning personal boundaries. Giving you your space. And they take off heeling again. And believe me, if you put this video on and practice with it in your home, you're going to have a different dog. He just needed to learn who the leader was in this whole situation. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a heel position. So with the dog seated at your left, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, give the one-word command to down and stay. Now your long down stay, when you're practicing at home, you're going to work all the way up to 5 minutes, and we're not going to make you suffer through a 5-minute long down stay out here, but that's what your goal target is when you're practicing at home. When Rich returns back to him, he walks all the way around him just as he did on the sit-stay, returning all the way back to Roscoe's shoulders, and he gives him the heel command, and Roscoe gets right up and starts to move. Rich does not let him drop his head to the ground. If you saw him start to try to drop his head to sniff something, Rich gave that little correction to get his head back up off the ground. Heeling is walking nicely with you, head up, not sniffing, not dazing off, looking at squirrels or other dogs or people on the street. He should be paying attention to you. Rich gives him that little correction for the sit, down, and stay. Turns to face him, and then he calls him out of that down stay, and that come couldn't be any prettier than that. Beautiful. Great job. And the last command that we're going to demonstrate for you is your down from a distance. This is a little bit harder command because you're not right next to your dog. So you're going to have him sit, you're going to leave him in a stay, you're going to turn to face him. This is the only time that you're going to use your right hand to give the command, and Rich will give him the down command from a distance. Great. Now Rich is going to be the trainer that's going to be teaching your lesson on Monday. He gives a fabulous lesson. He will stay with you, answer any questions that you have, get you working with the dog so that you're feeling comfortable and confident, and that's really what it's all about. He's been a little challenging, but he has come a long way. He suddenly decided that he wasn't going to get out of this. So I know that he's looking forward to coming home, and I know that you're looking forward to having him, and we want to thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.